Okay, first things first, I have to get this off my chest. I don't think you're a man of like patterns and like color.
Mhm.
And there's not a lot of color on that shirt, but there is patterns and images on that shirt that I don't think I would ever see. I didn't think I would ever see you wear.
Gotta try something new. It's a new
What
month.
what made you like, you know what I'm saying, want to bring out your flowery side while you casually drink Dunkin' Donuts at like 9 p.m.
Gotta stay up. Busy day.
That
I
is
feel
true.
I feel like the shirt looked good. I
It
was
looks
told it
good.
looked good. I was also what you
It
saying?
looks good.
Appreciate that. But I was also told it was feminine.
I don't think it's feminine. I think if it was a lot of more brighter colors, maybe. But I feel like you have a very Japanese
Mm.
anime hentai kind of swag about that shirt. Like when I look at that shirt, I think of like very hentai porn.
It's also
Are
like
you wearing? Are you wearing? Bridge to that question. Are you wearing that shirt to also like signify that you have like a very strong porn addiction?
yo, it's so funny you said that because
Hmm.
literally like 10 minutes before we got on this air
Hmm.
shit, I was like, I got into a rabbit hole because I was like, one of the things I want to talk about today is semen retention. It's something I've been practicing the past couple of weeks. We'll get into that later.
I've struggled with semen retention, but yes, I dabble in those fields.
It'll change your life. Especially if you deal with mental health shit. So
Hmm.
semen retention. So I was researching it and then I found the all addiction is real, so I don't want to make fun of addiction. But I
But I feel like there's some addictions you can make fun of. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't make fun of like a like you can make fun of a cokehead. You know what I'm saying? Like cokeheads are like,
did you?
yeah. I mean, everybody make Kevin Hart makes jokes about like cokeheads and shit.
He
Cokeheads are funny,
saw his father when he was an ex-cokehead.
but that's what I'm saying. Like people that do cocaine, they're like cool people.
Yeah, are there?
I mean, Scarface is pretty cool.
I wouldn't call him a cokehead. What about Chris Rock's character from what's that movie? New Jack City?
He's pretty cool.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't want to make fun of people with addiction
Hmm.
because again, I mean, this one you might think will be fun to make fun of. So
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those ones to make fun of.
there's a thing
Not
called
make fun of, but you could have some
yeah,
have some fun with
there's a thing called porn addiction,
it.
right?
Hmm.
And I just got into a fucking rabbit hole of that just like 10 minutes before this. And
Yeah, I have my sources that watch social media, so you know
yeah,
I stay up on my current events.
so there's this organization called NoFap, which is like hilarious.
Hmm.
NoFap, and they like specialize in this shit. They got like treatments, they got like chat rooms and shit. And then it was like, imagine like being mad horny and just like trying to manipulate somebody in this chat room to like want to have sex or shit,
That's crazy.
right? And then I was like, nah, I wasn't gonna do it because you had to pay money to do that shit. I didn't want to pay that shit.
Yeah,
But
that's kind of like an expensive sabotage.
um, so there's something called porn addiction, and I was just going through a rabbit hole of it, and fuck, I didn't even know we were gonna get into it. You brought it up. I didn't think it would have anything to do with my shirt. I didn't think the shirt indicated that I have a porn addiction, which I don't have a porn addiction.
Well, like I said, it gave off a very hentai vibe to me,
I
which
used
then in turn put hentai into my brain, which triggered my porn addiction. And then I thought I could share that with you in your porn addiction.
look, not even making it up. Don't even know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see
Making
it. I can see it
making
very
pornographic
clearly.
addiction. Yup. An increase in pornograph. Wow,
I know, like the main thing of porn, being addicted to porn, is like desensitizing. Desensitizing is like a really big thing, and like
boom.
trying to cut back on like porn addiction.
Here's the symptoms: physical, sexual dysfunction such as erectile dysfunction and delayed ejaculation. Now, what is delayed ejaculation? If you ask.
That's like uh being desensitized. So you take longer to finish because you're not being
But what if
stimulated.
but what if it's just like, you know, this person is just the sex is just not
Well,
that
I mean,
good.
I feel like you know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between not being able to finish because you're not enjoying it and not being able to finish because like not everything is connecting. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean not connecting? Because it's still not enjoying it.
Like the
It's
wires are off. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely enjoying it, but you just can't finish.
so but isn't that great though? Wouldn't you want
No,
that?
it's not. No, it's not.
Yes. I would want it to last as long as possible.
No, it's a different sensation. Your mind. It's like one of those things of like you feel like your mind is ready to release, but your body is not. You know what I'm saying? Releasing.
This is a safe space, correct?
Yeah, of course.
And you
Anything Goes podcast is always a safe place.
and you said that like you've had experience in this department. So please share
If
your
I've experienced it,
yeah.
I
You just
don't
said
think
it's a
I've.
different the way you said it's a different sensation was like you know what it's like. Like I've been it, I've you go.
Um, I mean, I guess I. I mean, yeah, I guess I would say yeah. I have felt that. I know the feeling of like wanting to like just feeling that disconnect. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
that disconnect of like either my body is ready to finish and my mind just can't get there, or like vice versa. Like I don't know, when everything it just aligns, that's when the nut flows. You know what I mean?
Everything is aligned.
When the
Okay.
body, mind, soul, and spirit are aligned, and you're in the moment, that's when
So
you know,
you've had a time where you were having sex and you felt great and you wanted to nut, but you couldn't do it.
yeah.
Really?
And I actually thought it was because I was like, you know, masturbating a lot, watching a lot of porn. I've actually, you actually mentioning it, I've actually been, I stumbled across an app. It's called Brainly, and Brainly, again, is another app company, whatever, that they help people
No free ads.
try to come over, try to come up, come over their porn addictions. Um,
Really?
and it's one of those apps where every day you could set it to do like daily check-ins for yourself. Um, they also give you like brain training, like daily check-ins for yourself, just so you could log down and see like, okay, today I went the whole day without watching porn or thinking about porn or, just shit like that. Um, they usually give you like some brain exercises to do. They give you like tips and tricks to kind of like, not distract your mind, but it kind of builds a profile around you to understand why you watch porn and why you're trying to like cut back.
So you have a real full blown porn addiction.
No, it's not a porn
You're
addiction.
recovering. You're in recovery.
Huh?
You're in recovery.
No, I wouldn't say I have a porn addiction. It's just more so of
I never knew about this app.
understanding what watching porn does to the mind and to the body. You know what I mean? Because the reason I became really aware of it is because I want to start a family. You know what I'm saying?
Now we're getting deep.
No, but I mean, you
Yeah, go ahead.
before we started, you mentioned like semen retention and stuff like that. You know, if you out here just busting nuts all willy nilly in your hand and not really putting them to good use, your tank runs empty sometimes, or it doesn't operate at full capacity, and that could prevent from having babies. Because your sperm count is low.
Oh, that's not why I'm practicing it. I'm practicing it because I was watching a Kevin Gates interview, and he's
Mhm,
actually he articulates himself very well,
mhm,
and he working out. He's been on his great mental health shit, whatever. And he was talking about semen retention. He's been doing that. It's helped him with his mental health. It's helped him feel better. It gave him more energy. Because when you have sex, you release energy and shit. You release all
Yeah.
that, whatever it's called.
I feel like this has become a more talked about thing in like mainstream media. And like what's dope about it is that it's a lot of very high profile, like masculine seeming men talking about it.
Oh, that's nice of you to compliment me like that. But it's like, you know, yeah. And I did it a couple of years ago, and I was called weird for that. Because I was
Like
like,
semen
why?
retention?
Yeah, I was told like, why would you just do that to like not nut? I was like, what's the
Was
point?
it
I was like,
was it by sorry to keep cutting you off, but was it by choice or was it by like circumstance?
no, it was by choice. Because I realized when I was like going through a lot of like depression and shit throughout the pandemic and stuff, at points I would experiment like, all right, what should I do to like feel better? Should I work out every morning? Should I work out before I go to bed? Should I
That
do
didn't work.
this? Huh?
What?
Should I do this? Should I do that? What should I do?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I had started to do was semen retention, and I did it and stuff. And because there was I'm not gonna lie to you, there was a couple 2 week span where it was like multiple nuts a day. I'm not proud of myself.
100%.
It was rough. It was rough. Well, you're lucky. You live with your wife. You lived with her during a pandemic, so you had somebody
Yeah.
to do the nasty with. I am
I
alone.
think I think I have a very high sex drive, and my sex drive, you know what I'm saying? It's not always my wife is not always on par with my sex drive, so I'm a horny dude.
It's the name of the episode. They usually say women have higher sex drives than men.
Yeah, it's definitely the opposite of in my house, the opposite.
um, but you have that option in the house.
True.
You have the option.
That's
I don't. The only person I have here is my mom, and we don't condone incest in this.
yeah, that's bad.
So, 2-3 week span where definitely thought I was gonna I thought my sperm count was low, and it came to a point where it's just not even fun anymore. Like I thought I had a problem because I was just watching videos as to
You ever masturbate and just give up like right like in the middle?
no, and that's when I know
You've never done that?
no. Even when I don't want to do it anymore, I just like power through it, and that's when that's when I feel even worse because it's
yeah, 100%.
damn, like I don't even damn.
Yeah,
But
that post nut depression is like the worst.
especially when you hit like 5 or 6 in the day, then it's like you like
Nah, I feel bad even after the first initial one.
nah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just I just feel like it's just nut wasted.
Nah, I mean, it's like I look at it as like this. You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Mm-hmm.
And when they did coke in the restaurant, Leo and
Yeah.
that's how I view it. Quick bump, get it out the way, start my day. But during the pandemic, yeah, and I was feeling weaker, my energy was low, so I was like, "Fuck, maybe I should try something else." So I tried not doing it for 2 weeks, going cold turkey. I was also a little rough too, because then I was really having dreams. I was dreaming about just like a bunch of different people doing a bunch of different. I had like I don't know what to call wet dreams. If you're not wet, I don't know what to call it, but I had a dream, sexual dreams, for like a couple of days, and it's like, all right, now this is too much. Like I swear I had a sex dream of my 7th grade math teacher. No, I think 6th grade math teacher. One of those two. I had seen her in like a decade. I'm sitting there like, nah, that's weird. I gotta figure something out. So then I was like, let me try.
Yeah, it's always a problem when the spank bank starts to like seep into the dream world.
so then like I did I did my thing, and then I stopped. Right, edging.
Mhm.
I think that's what it's called, edging. You stop. It's like building up the blood and stopping right there. Felt
Mhm.
so much better. Felt so much better. I got the sensation of like masturbating, but
Mhm.
without the post nut depression, because then I just
But I feel like that's one of those things that's like a gateway drug.
and it helped my mind be like, oh, I do have the self control to tell myself to not continue and get the post nut thingy.
Yeah, but I still feel like that's a gateway drug.
What you mean?
Like edging. Edging is like a gateway drug to like, really calling it master,
But like you
fucking
can
masturbating.
control yourself.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know, bro. I mean, that's definitely one way to start cutting back 100%. But I don't know. I feel like it's cheating the system.
I recommend it, man. I recommend semen retention. It's all men
No,
is.
semen retention 100%.
I can
Especially
have,
if you're trying to start like a family or like get healthy and shit like that.
yeah.
Even though I don't think, you know, masturbating is unhealthy, but just think of it like this. When you keep abusing the well tends to run dry. And when the well one runs dry, you dehydrate or you can't water your flowers. You know what I mean? Or water your veg because you're just
Um,
pounding the shit out of your veg.
well, we're coming at this from two different perspectives. You're mature and trying to start a family and shit.
Hmm.
That's which is great. I'm coming at it from like, you know, not wanting to kill yourself, mental health shit. So it's good for mental health.
There's
That's
definitely a joke.
opposite.
There's definitely a joke in there somewhere, but I'm gonna be mature and not make that connection.
Do it.
Nah, nah, nah.
Why not? People
Well,
loved
it's not really a joke. It's like a hypothetical. Imagine
your,
like just being your. Nah, that's crazy.
people loved your AIDS joke
Age
about
joke.
Pete Davidson. How you said he's a Make a Wish kid.
Because he does. I mean, that's like a real thing. He
People
does look
like
like a Make a Wish kid. He said it
people.
himself, so it's okay.
Don't no. You made the joke. Take it. Don't say he said it about himself. You said it on the podcast. You're not a bad guy. People liked it. People say, "Oh shit, that's funny." I can literally read the comments right now. People just fucking with that shit. So
That's good.
own it. So what were you gonna say about people killing themselves over senior retention and shit?
No, not over semen retention. You know what? It's not the time and place to dig that hole.
Okay. Hey Ben,
Next, I'm hanging in there, hanging in there.
mental health. After we just talked about, after you were gonna make a joke about killing people, people killing
Mental
themselves.
health is all right. It's not. It's definitely on an uptrend. There's a couple dips
I
here and
want
there.
first before hold on. I want to normalize that in 2022. Just asking your friends how's their mental health. Random
I
check.
feel like that's been a thing for a while that people have
Has
been
it
trying
really?
to do.
What
Yeah,
I do?
yeah.
Oh yeah, because I can't.
I've heard people say that, like before the pandemic and shit. Like check on your friends, make sure they're good, ask them about their mental health.
They don't follow through on it. I want
Yeah,
to
that's
check.
true.
I want to check.
What's one good piece of advice that you've either heard, growing up or in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years? But what's like one good quote that you've heard that like just sticks with you? But like you could remember it, like pull it out, you know what I'm saying, off the cuff. It could be by a famous person, it could be by, like one of those people that have like a shitty talk show, or like
Oh nah. Oh, actually, yeah.
I found mine today that actually like blew my fucking mind. And it's so simple, but just to hear it in the way that this person said it, with the words that he used to say it, blew my fucking mind.
Is it one of David's quotes from the past 45 episodes that we've
It's
done?
definitely not. It's definitely not.
Cool. No, mine was by some guy. I don't know. I forgot who it was, but he said, "Nothing changes if nothing changes." Think about it.
That's good.
nothing changes. Nothing. And then you have your
It's just,
cliche, control what you can't control. But that really stood out to me. Nothing changes if nothing changes. There's
mhm.
many times where you like, you've falling into bad habits. You want to get out of that.
Stuck in the same cycle kind of thing.
Nothing changes. Nothing changes.
Mhm.
So yeah, and that's
This
the
is
thing I hate about these sayings. Real quick,
no. Go ahead.
I hate getting
Let it
advice.
out. Let it out, brother. Let it be.
Like I hate getting and giving advice to people that have anxiety and stuff. Like I like it,
Mm.
but then I hate it because it's like it sounds so easy. Like it sounds easy.
It does. It
But like
really does.
but it's not. And I know that.
It's not.
I feel like an asshole telling somebody something that I know it's easy.
Especially when it comes to like mental health shit.
Exactly. Like when
I feel
somebody's
like that's definitely the hardest thing to give advice on, and not because there's not enough good advice to give, but because the advice that you can give is just like so diverse and so on a like a case by case basis. You know what I'm saying? But at
yeah,
the end of the day, it all comes down to that individual, and when he's ready or has the opportunity to like make those changes.
exactly. And it's like again, recently I had a friend who was like going through her issue, and I'm here like treat it as a storm, positive thoughts, think it better. And it's like if I and like I've had that told to me before, and I just want to be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You said it to me. I don't have depression, but like hearing that made me depressed. Like
Exactly.
for like a millisecond.
But that is literally how it is. Just the
It's good
monster.
advice though.
It's the
Good advice.
monster in your brain that's like, fuck him or her, bullshit. You're gonna everything's falling apart.
Yeah. I'm gonna play you the one that I heard.
Sure,
That was just
copyright
fuck
us.
fucking dope. Just listen to it. Hopefully you can hear it pretty clearly.
Copyright isn't shit.
Hey man, if you guys want to buy things without looking at the price tag, you got to be able to work without looking at the clock. Man, I appreciate all you guys.
You heard that? If you want to be able to buy things without looking at the price tag, you got to be able to work without looking at the clock. That's fucking nuts. That's insane. Like just try and break that down. That's like it's just so simple, but like it means like
If you want to be able to
it's
buy,
insane.
you want to be able to buy things, you have to be able to.
No, if you want to be able to buy things without looking at the price tag,
Yeah.
you have to be able to work without looking at the clock. That's lit.
Okay, I can see that. I get it. Yeah.
I heard that today, and I had to listen to it like 4 or 5 times. Each time I heard it, I had the same reaction every time.
You staring at the clock.
No, but I'm saying, you know, listening to that quote, listening to it every single time, I felt the same reaction every single time. It's like, again, like I strive to have my own business one day, and or be part of like, a bigger business, and
Another podcast, but it's cool.
but this is a business. I strive for this to be, a big thing too. But again, if you want to be able to live your life above your means, or taking care of your family, or whatever the case may be, the best way to do that is to be comfortable with just always putting in the work, no
Mhm.
matter if it's fucking 8 o'clock at night or fucking 8 in the morning. When it's time to go and time to put in that work, you just do it until the job is done. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's dope. Because I feel like a lot of people, I fall into that trap sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I'm working so hard towards a goal or whatever, and it gets to a point where I feel like working towards this goal has become repetitive. But in its repetitive nature, it's kind of preparing you for you learn things along the road of something repetitive. If you really look for it enough or work hard enough, you can learn something in something that you're doing every day. You could see a new way to to put things together, see a new way to take something apart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having that dedication will get you to where you need to be. It's good shit. It's good shit.
Shit, man.
Yeah, that shit spoke to me, OD.
Want to do my quotes today? You're just
I
in
mean, you can.
you're in your deep shit today in your bag tonight. You had a good day?
It's been like that all day. I mean, I almost died today, which is kind of like shitty. But then after that, I felt like a guru. I was giving out good advice all day.
Are you one of those people that almost died and they're just telling everybody how great life is going forward, how much it should be?
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate those people. You ever bruise?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to show you. I wouldn't show you where it is because it's kind of like on my cellulite, my fat. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of insecure about my body. But yeah, your boy's pretty banged up. Not too bad though. I can still work. I can still walk around. I'm not like a fucking war veteran, but I got some battle scars.
All right, well, I'm glad you didn't die. That's a good.
Yeah,
thing.
that's always a good thing. I mean, I have bills that I don't really want to pay, so that kind of would have worked out, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we really lost Christian. Imagine two co-hosts losing two co-hosts, one through death and one through like kids and shit, like teaching kids. That'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, that would be shit. Which death do you think would shine the most? Or which departure do you think would shine the most?
Everybody in the podcast?
No. What I'm saying is like, do you think if I died, like my death would be like the biggest of the show, or Christian leaving to like teach kids?
I was at your wedding. You're pretty loved. I think your death would be like.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope to hear.
Yeah, I think your death. Not by that much, but I think your death would probably like be more.
Yeah,
sad.
I think so.
It's like you'd have to think about it, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like a death where everybody honors it. Like when who died recently that I was like oh he's not recently, but when Kobe died.
Who died recently that everybody was just like Betty White, 100%. She almost made it to 100.
But that's different though.
Someone asked me too.
That was not
this was like pretty recent, like after her death, like probably like 2 days after. I was at work, and one of the guys asked me. They was like, "Yo, for $1 million, would you have sex with Betty White?" I said, "I'd do it for 150, and I'd make sure she'd never see 100."
Got that? Damn, that much confidence in yourself?
That was my exact response. I'm doing it immediately.
That much.
You know, Betty White is older than sliced bread.
Is she really? Well, was she?
She was born before the invention of sliced bread. That means people were either buying or baking whole loaves of bread and having to cut it themselves.
That sounds tragic.
That sounds super shitty.
Imagine a bacon, egg, and cheese back in the day.
On a fucking loaf.
No.
Not a roll, not a hero, a fucking loaf.
But Betty White's death, I mean, listen, every death's sad, but Betty White's death wasn't tragic. Because she was like, she lived a full life. Oh, 99. Yo, a week before she passed away, at my job, they were playing advertising because it was supposed to be like a Betty White, like 100th birthday celebration. My coworker was like, yo, she's like almost about to be 100. She needs to die already.
That's fucking nuts.
And it's
like,
like,
you know what's crazy? Like,
he was like so straight with it, but like he was joking. And then I see that on New Year's Eve passed away. I'm like, oh my God. Like
I would have went up to that same guy, would have been like, you're a real piece of shit, you know?
I did. That same day I was working.
That's a proper response.
What happened? And he was like, I didn't even just the stutter.
I would have been like, you fucking did it, didn't you? You couldn't let the golden girl see the golden age of 100.
Exactly. Well, all right, but her death not tragic. When Kobe died, that was tragic. I cried.
Oh, yeah,
That was
no, that's
tragedy.
tragic as fuck.
Who else died at like
Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman. That was a
No,
good
no, no,
one.
no, I'm talking. No, that's tragic. I'm talking about somebody that died. And people are like, whatever. Who cares? This is a tough one. Has any like
It is
sexual
tough.
predators passed away recently?
Say it again.
Has any sexual predators passed away recently? You know?
Yeah, but I don't think if a sexual predator is passing away, anyone is batting an eye.
No, but people would.
If anything, everyone's
That's
like
what I'm
fucking
saying. That's what
blinking
I'm
with a thumbs
saying.
up.
That's what I'm saying. If you died, it'd be like in between those two. Between people that wouldn't bat an eye, people that would care a little bit. Like if Bill Cosby died, right? There would be people that be like, oh, damn, not Bill. But then there are people like, fuck that guy. And then there's people that, like people from the deaf community and the AIDS community, they don't fuck with you. But
Cool,
like,
fuck with me?
Yeah,
You said they don't fuck with me?
about them.
What the fuck did I do?
You be making jokes about them.
Yeah, but not like hurtful jokes.
Anyways,
Listen, the jokes that I've made have been purely educational, okay? And if anything, it's only portrayed my stupidity and not knowing more about the deaf community.
I forgot. Can you say them again and we'll review them right now? Say every single joke.
Well, I was going through our Instagram page at the Anything Goes podcast on Instagram,
Nice.
and there was one that I made that was pretty dumb, looking back on it. But
Funny.
I asked you. I know that people like sign the alphabet, in sign language, and then I was gonna also proceed to ask, do you have numbers in sign language?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was pretty fucking
that
stupid.
was a tough one.
That was
That was,
dumb.
that was a tough question. I mean, yeah. My mental health is good. Last week was kind of shitty. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one of the reasons why we didn't have a podcast, or I didn't even attempt to. I was like, because there's been podcasts in the before where it's like you gotta fake being happy when you don't want to be.
Hmm.
So there's been podcasts in the past where
But I feel like you get happy when you're around us, though.
sure, I've literally
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
been trained to be fake in front of certain people when it comes to acting.
Oh yeah, because I forget you're an actor.
Um,
You're an actor with
depression.
an actor with shitty mental health. Does that make them like a narcissist by
A
default?
narcissist?
Yeah, because isn't a narcissist like a person that's like sick in the head?
Wait, what?
I don't know.
No, isn't that? I'm pretty sure it's like somebody like so self-absorbed, they think everything's about them. Shit, right? We either sound so stupid to somebody, or like we're sounding smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just move past that because I don't know. I feel like most actors have mental health issues, to be honest. They don't want to be themselves. That's why they train to be somebody else.
I got one. Who's your favorite actor that killed themselves? Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Oh my god. It's been a long week. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go with Heath Ledger.
I mean, technically he didn't kill himself, but he overdosed. Favorite actor that killed himself? Well, that's
pretty morbid.
A question I've never been asked in my life, and I never thought I would be. Favorite actor that's killed himself.
To repeat it makes me sound like such an asshole.
Yeah, so favorite actor that killed himself.
If you don't say Robin Williams, you're a piece of shit.
You mother! I was gonna say him just because he's like the only one that I know. Like, I really don't know any other actors that killed themselves, to be honest with you. Like, another actor that killed himself. Ooh.
Do you feel like? Damn, this is pretty. This is a fucked up question. Do you think that actors kill themselves more, or musicians. Because if you ask me about musicians, I could give you a couple. You know what I'm saying? Off the cuff, Kurt Cobain,
man.
100%. He's probably the king of like
Who you said?
offing yourself. He took a 12 gauge shotgun to his fucking dome piece.
You said Kurt Cobain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have like a Rolodex of musicians and actors in my head that have killed themselves. So this is like I don't really know
This is new territory for you. I got it.
exactly. I don't know off the top of my head.
I watch a lot of true crimes.
I can see that. You know, true crime podcasts are the shit these days. We should look into that business on it.
So I've heard.
But yeah, fuck.
I got it. Another one. What's the last documentary you watched about someone that killed themselves? Me personally, the last one I watched was about Aaron Hernandez.
Okay. I was gonna say Jeffrey Epstein. We know he didn't kill himself. I guess Aaron Hernandez would probably be that person then, for me. Yeah. Damn, man. How many people? Maybe maybe like 10 people that killed themselves.
Well, like, do overdoses count?
No.
I feel like this is so dark. This is really bad.
Exactly. I just wanted to talk about my mental health. I didn't know how we got down this road.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Advice.
Let's lighten things up. What do you got over there on that pad of yours?
All right. So dancers that killed us. Nah. All right. God, how do I make this transition?
So Ben and Jerry's is coming out with a new flavored ice cream.
No. I was gonna ask about kissing during sex. Do you think that
kissing during sex?
Do you think that you can only do that with somebody like you're intimate with? Like let's just say, all right, example for experience. I had sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't know why you look back like you were shocked that I've had sex, but I had sex a couple months ago with somebody that not really like in a thing with.
How is the dating thing for you right now? Is it just give me like a thumbs up or a thumbs down or one in the middle? It's not good. What do you think your problem? What do you think?
Damn, man.
What do you think your problem is?
It's their problem. I'm fucking perfect. You mean? What do you think your problem?
That did not sound defensive at all.
Nah, what did you say? What was the question?
Give me one flaw about yourself right now.
God.
Besides the easy thing, mental health.
You said besides the mental health?
Yeah, like one true flaw about yourself. What's one thing that you can change that's not your mental health about yourself?
My consistency. Like one day, I like 1 week I could be like Mr. like great romantic shit like that. Then a week after, I might just disappear because I'm bored. Sounds good.
So the issue would be that you get bored easily.
Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned it before. Like I mentioned how,
No, I'm agreeing with you there.
Yeah, like I've mentioned before how like at times I feel like I'm more into the chase than having it. You know what I mean? I'm more into chasing you, but then when I know I can have you as like a relationship, I know we can build something, I get scared off of it.
I think that's what it is. You give me very Joe from You vibes.
I don't watch the show, so I need you to pick somebody else. Wait, isn't he a killer? That's fucked up. Isn't he like the song?
Yeah.
Do you consider this is not well, listen, we've all social media stalked before, but do you consider this I
said 100%.
Exactly. Do you consider this weird? So like let's just say you get into let's just say, not saying me, but you've been into a class, you go into a class, right? And people that go to school, CUNY schools in the city, they know what Blackboard is. There, some of them have a list of names of people in class, like some collaboration group shit, whatever. There's a list of names in class, and you see the cute girl in the class that you like, the cute person, for anybody out there, cute person in the class that you like. Is it weird to like see that and then just like check them out on Instagram, or like take their name from there, check them out on Instagram, and like or Google them to see what you can
Nah,
see?
I don't think so at all. I think if anything, that's the most, not the most healthiest thing to do, but I think that's I think before you get into any situation with a person, um, it's definitely good. Not saying it's definitely good to stalk their Instagram, but it's definitely good to see the type of person, like at least, I mean, getting to see the type of person that they are through social media is like a very manipulative window to look through. You know what I'm saying? Because
We haven't even spoken to that person yet. Person
but
don't
but
even
that
really exist.
and I understand, but that's like one of those things of like, let me check their social media. Okay, their social media doesn't look a certain way that I would like, so that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? It's just like doing your research. I would say that that's not a bad thing to do at all.
Is it weird if you check the LinkedIn?
If you check their what?
Yeah, LinkedIn.
LinkedIn? Isn't LinkedIn for like jobs and shit?
Yeah.
I mean, if they have a link tree, then that's another red
LinkedIn.
flag.
But
I know.
why would you be
I don't-
weird? Why would that be if they have a link tree?
A link tree.
Why is that weird? I have a link tree. You should have a link tree. I don't do anything with the
I do.
podcast link tree. So why is
Yeah, I
that?
do.
So that's weird.
now, not weird, but it's a red flag.
It's a red flag if they have one or to go through it.
If they have one.
Why is that red flag?
Because now's the day and age of like OnlyFans.
Are you shaming them?
I'm not shaming them at all.
Are you
I'm
gonna
just
have
saying,
another group of people hate you too?
go right the fuck ahead. I'm so fucking scared of the OnlyFans mafia. But
My favorite, damn, I'm actually really upset because like one of my people that I've known in my time, I won't say
Mhm.
she's a friend, but she got a boyfriend now and she like deleted her account. Kind of sad about that. That was I almost broke my semen retention. Shit,
just for that,
get over that pain. Yeah, didn't though. So
that's
to
good.
me,
It's a small. It's all about the small wins.
I don't know if you call my penis small.
No.
Yeah. Okay. But who are you talking about? Oh, what's wrong with me in dating? Yeah, consistency.
It's not like you're about to cry right there. Your voice got a little shaky.
Does that sometimes. I listen to a lot of emotional music.
I can tell.
What do you think my problem is? How about that?
I think it's your face. No. If I had to choose, I don't know. You have a very nice smile. You have good bone structure. So I don't know if that's not an issue. You got a nice little taper going on. It's all right. Very good. You got a beard. That's dope.
Oh, I can't. But whatever.
I just can't get past the fact that you just for me, you ooze sadness.
You said I
You
was.
just reek of sadness.
I mean,
Like I feel like anything bad that has happened in the world has happened to you.
I mean, I did say how I was depressed last week and shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
So you think the reason why I'm having a hard time in a dating world is because you just look at me and people are like, oh, he's sad. I don't want to date him.
well, when you put it like that,
Is that why?
when you put it like that, I want to say yes, but my heart is telling me not to.
Because then I'll be sad.
Exactly. You see what I mean? It's just a fucking cycle with you, bro. I can't be mean to you because then you'll continue to be sad.
Oh man, Nobody can make me sad except myself. That's the motto in 2000.
Even saying that, I felt like I heard you cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking miserable when we get off this phone call. Fucking crying. And
Yeah,
shit.
that shit is bad though. Nah, but
Especially with Valentine's Day coming up. Oh my god.
yeah, the Valentine's Day is definitely not. If I could divorce my wife, it'd probably be on Valentine's Day. Because that's like the first romantic holiday of the year. So I know if I divorced her at that time, I don't have to take care of any of the other holidays in between.
In between what?
Like Valentine's Day, her birthday, Christmas, fucking.
But if you divorce her on Valentine's Day, that is after her birthday and after New Year's Eve and after Christmas.
Yeah, but imagine, right?
Wouldn't
Imagine you
divorce.
imagine you were in like, I'm not trying to say I'm in a shitty relationship. What I'm trying to say is imagine you were.
You just brought it up.
Imagine you were in a shitty relationship
Yeah.
and like because you felt obligated to, you got her something for Valentine's Day, and then her birthday is like in August, and then National Girlfriend's Appreciation Day, you got her something because
Do you know that by heart?
What?
Do you know when National Appreciation Girlfriend, whatever?
Nah, I don't at all.
I'm like, if you knew it by heart, then I'm about to say she got you on that whip. She know it
not a
by
fucking
heart.
chance.
My boy knows his National Girlfriend Day by heart. He said it last time I Googled it.
And imagine you hit mad anniversaries, right? Like the anniversary, she first touched your penis or something, right? And then you get all the way to the end of the year, Christmas, and then you guys get a divorce, so you split up.
First of all, you cannot.
You just wasted all of that money during the year. Why couldn't we have just done this earlier?
Why couldn't she dump you earlier to save you money?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you're saying you'd be considerate and you would dump.
What I'm trying to say is the best time to get out of a relationship is in the beginning of the year, 100%.
But no, it's not. If her birthdays and Christmas and shit are at the end of the year.
Yeah, but you're not obligated for the rest of the year, and you don't have to think about how much you spent during the year.
Why don't you just do it then before her birthday, or not before birthday, before Christmas?
This is how a man's brain works. This is like we just put ourselves through. Yeah, my brain is shit. My brain is shot.
And I want to give them gifts all the time. But you, on the other hand, you should do it. If so, your wife's birthday is the final week of December, correct?
Yeah.
I think if you were to divorce your wife, you should probably do it.
I'm glad we're coming up with exit strategies. This is great.
Yeah. Gotta help you out, man. I would suggest you do it. Oh, this is tricky. I just realized.
That's what I'm saying.
Realized your wedding anniversary is 1 month before all this, so that's money right there too. First of all, whoever picked a date, you got a lot of money coming up next year. November, December, you got a lot of money being spent. So this is what you should do, right?
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Ooh, and then you would have to divorce her before Halloween. Do you guys do like Halloween costumes and shit? Nah. All right, cool. So you save money in that department. All right, fine. So you don't have to divorce her for Halloween. So you stay with her for Halloween, but then you divorce her before your wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
You can save money through and through. You save money through all that. Get your money up and shit. You don't have to spend on a wedding anniversary, Christmas, birthday.
Also connected to that, right? Sorry to sidetrack, but how do you feel about Tom Brady retiring?
Okay. Brand. It's the most randomest thing I've ever heard in my life.
As a proud New Yorker, to see Tom Brady finally be out of the NFL, how does that make you feel?
It makes me sad, man. I mean, like,
makes you sad?
Yeah, man. Like, listen.
No fucking way.
Listen, man. We beat them twice Super Bowls. I'm a Giants fan. Beat them twice. Yeah. Beat them twice in the Super Bowl. So fantastic. But he's also, it's like my childhood ending. It's another piece of my childhood ending. I saw him growing up. He was the man, the guy. Damn, I gotta work out, man. Jeez, like the guy,
Mhm.
the guy. That's my guy. So it's like, damn, he's gone. That's sad. It's like fuck, you know. I mean, yes.
What's dope to know that he's fucking gone. He'll never get revenge against New York for those 2 Super Bowls.
Exactly. I didn't know you was a Giants fan.
I'm not a Giants fan. I just hate Tom Brady.
Why?
I respect Tom Brady, but I hate Tom Brady.
Because he wins all the time.
Yeah,
That's
I'm an Aaron Rodgers guy.
I was gonna say I'm an Aaron Hernandez guy. I'm like, damn man, stop being
Him,
so.
him too. At one point,
Yeah, I guess.
before the trials, he was my guy.
Do you think he did it? Nah, but yeah, save money and get back with her after Valentine's Day. I'm not gonna let you run away from this.
Mhm.
Like, cool with Tom Brady shit, and then like Valentine's Day, a couple days after, you tell her like, yo, you realize where you fucked up. As you look at her, of course, you tell her where you fucked up. You know, like, damn, Valentine's came and went. I lost my rib. I miss you.
Lost my rib. Yo, you speak like a 90. You speaking like a 90s old head, son. You my rib.
Yeah, man, you lost your rib, and then you get back with her. You found yourself. You was a little lost. You was depressed. I'm not gonna lie. I've used my depression to my advantage at times. Whereas like
That's what I'm saying. You a sick man, yo.
there's sometimes where you don't want to talk to somebody. It's
Be like, yo, bro, I'm just really depressed right now.
Yeah, I'm not even lying. I've used that. Where I got
crying. You're crying. I'm crying tears from the tip of my penis.
The way I look at it at times, I don't condone this. I don't, but it's like depression has hurt me a lot in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you think I'm a very sad man, which I'm not. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, all right, let me use it to my advantage at times. Somebody's like, oh, why don't you talk to me? I'm depressed. Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry.
Why don't you talk to me? Don't you see me dealing with my depression?
I mean, I don't say it like that.
I'm trying not to off myself right now. Sorry.
Don't keep going. Go ahead. What else would I say?
You would say some shit like that.
I'm trying not to off myself.
Yeah, I'm trying. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to put a period at the end of my life right now. I'm trying not to end my life story here.
Okay. But oh man, this episode's not gonna get us sponsors if we ever weren't going to, but there's one episode that was not gonna do it.
It's gonna take it all the way.
This one. But I've used the like, yo, I'm depressed. Like.
But I feel like I've heard other podcasts say worse.
Huh?
I feel like I've heard other podcasts say worse.
Yeah. And
so we're fine. And they still get like sponsored and placement on like TikTok and shit.
Man, where was this energy when we first started doing this on YouTube and you wanted to beep every curse word?
I didn't want to. That was the people upstairs. That wasn't me. I was trying to be PC.
Who's upstairs?
I was trying to be PC and keep the, real sound entertainment.
Who's that? What's that? Euphoria. Have you seen the last episode?
I have not.
What the fuck, man? What episode have you seen? Have you seen anything from this season other than the first one?
No.
Okay, so this is what happened.
You should have informed me that this was gonna be your segment, and I would have made sure to watch the episode.
It was you. It was your idea.
Nah, you're right.
Yeah.
My new segment is gonna be next week. I got you. I promise. I'm gonna watch it. Now, if you would have asked me about Peacemaker, I'll watch that. Peacemaker's good.
Okay. quickly, tell me about that before we get into my segment.
It's bullshit. It's just another fucking, James Gunn fucking superhero show. John Cena trying to be
Peacemaker. It's
John Cena trying to be
amazing.
somebody
Tell me
else.
about it. It's bullshit. Like that's wow, great.
Because
All right.
I mean, it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just another fucking. It's not the MCU. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. I mean, right now it's like HBO Max, highest streamed show.
Yeah.
So it is pretty good, but like, you know what it is? And John Cena's acting is fairly decent in this. Like, I could see this being the show that like can make him make that transition out from the WWE and into movies. Like where The Rock is right now, The Rock doesn't ever have to go to the WWE unless he wants to. And this show,
like 25,000 businesses.
Yeah, but this show would put John Cena on that path.
Okay.
100%.
So you're like, I don't know.
I recommend it. It's funny. It's definitely very funny. Definitely very funny. And yeah, it's great.
So it's not bullshit.
No, it's not.
Cool. Do you care about Euphoria spoilers? Because I'm gonna like say a lot of shit right now.
Not really. I'm still gonna watch it 100%.
Cool. So the episodes have been like, there's this character named Cassie, right? Last episode I called her my baby.
Mm-hmm.
I take that back. She's annoying as shit out of me.
Okay.
And her also, I feel like everybody's voice on that show is like fucking annoying shit out of me. Like their voice is so annoying. Everybody except Zendaya, because that's my real baby. Even though like she's really getting into her drug bag this season.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie, the character, she's continuing to fuck her best friend's man. And then she's getting upset. She got upset that he wants to go back with her, and she's tying all her self-value to him, and sends her down like an alcohol path. She throws up in a hot tub, all that shit. Do you feel bad for her, knowing that? Because on one hand, she's fucking her best friend's, her best friend's ex, whatever. They're still a thing. Her best friend's ex. But on the other hand, it's like, and this the best friend's ex is manipulating her because he's a very manipulative person. He's also a terrible actor. The guy that's playing very wooden, just like he has no emotions whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. And you're an actor, so you see that clearly.
I be watching shit with actor brains sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I watch these shows and I'm like, terrible writing brain too. Like Power, terrible writing. And I mentioned it before. Mary J. Blige, terrible actress in that show. And in this one, whoever plays Nate, I don't know his name, terrible actor. Just god awful. I can do a better job. And I should be in next season, but that's here and there. He's a manipulator. So he's manipulating the girl, Cassie. Like he goes down on her in one episode, telling her, you don't know how much power you have over me and shit. And she literally wakes up every day at 4 a.m. to like get ready for school and shit, like get dressed, put her fucking makeup and all that stuff on. Just to impress this guy. And she resorts, and it gets so bad, she resorts to dressing like her best friend, who's this person's ex. So she ties all her self-value and worth to this person. She clearly doesn't have any for herself. Do you feel bad for her? Is there sympathy? Because at the end of the day, she's still fucking her best friend's.
Yeah. So that's why for me, I would send it to an automatic no.
Automatic. You won't even think about it because again, she doesn't. It's like
karma.
Why is it karma?
It's one of those things where the same kind of shit you put out into the universe, you're gonna get the same shit but 10 times worse. So she's being put in a very shitty emotional situation, but that's because she started the trend of fucking her best friend's ex.
But it could be like, arguably, it could be,
Did they start having sex after they broke up, or was it during
After
the
they,
relationship? So then then now you see now it's kind of different. Now she doesn't seem so shitty because now all she had to do is really just tell the friend like, hey.
but the best friend is trying to get back with him, and the best
So
friend.
then now.
No, actually no, they're not. I'm not saying that she's trying to get back.
I feel like you're not watching the show.
No,
You're
I'm
really
watching
jumping
the
around
show.
for me here.
They're not back together, but you can tell that part of them still have feelings for each other.
Mhm.
So I guess you can say she's trying to get back with him. I don't know. She's not really, but yeah,
Mhm.
no sympathy whatsoever.
You know what? I'm gonna watch these episodes.
Please do.
Then I'm gonna come back with an actual report. I'm gonna give these people what they want.
Yo,
They want these people want my perspective.
the show is great. The music in the show is amazing.
Yeah. First song was amazing.
Zendaya is like really pissing me off this episode. She's getting on my nerves. And then it's like, again, I don't want to make fun of addiction. She has a drug addiction in the show. So like I know it's like not her fault, the character's fault.
She's just really going through her fighting her demons.
She's my guy.
She
got $50,000 worth of drugs to sell that she's using. She's just going through a downward spiral. She's just being an annoying bitch. I still love her. Zendaya. The show's great. I really thought you were gonna have more. I thought you were gonna watch the episode. That's why
you didn't fucking remind me. I'm sorry.
I thought you were. Yeah. And the episode. I think they're like 4 now.
So I'm gonna just binge it. I'm gonna just binge it all the way through.
It's getting darker. Last episode was pretty dark. It was over the course of one night, 2 different spirals, 2 different people going spirals. This past episode, they were gonna have their first. This past week was the first episode where they didn't show tits or a penis until they showed penis in the last 5 minutes. And I was like, you had to put that in there, man. Because they always show something.
Isn't one of the people in the show, I think maybe in the first episode, isn't she a porn star?
Yeah, she's damn, look at you know your porn stars. All right, damn, you recognize her.
No. Because again, I was watching things on
oh my
TikTok.
God, that's her.
I was watching things on TikTok about how the director is really weird because he said he's seen her in a porn and she just had been in the back of his mind when he was writing the show or writing parts or whatever, and he was just like, yeah, she's perfect for this part.
Yeah, she's in the movie. She's in the show. You can tell who it is right off the bat because her lips are just so much fucking.
Yeah, but is that real? Is it really like that?
I think so. I don't know. I didn't Google her. I don't really care to. I'm not spank bank material for me. She's like
not even
very not my thing. She looks like a druggie. Like if you were into like crackhead porn.
Like, I'm not even mad at him because she actually does fit the part. If you're ready. If you would like to graciously bless us. Ladies and gentlemen, David's close.
Ignorance is sometimes bliss. I don't know. But I would like to rewind that.
Go ahead. Take two. Ladies and gentlemen, David's close.
Breathe in, breathe out. Suck in the toxic energy, let it all out. Nothing changes if nothing changes. David's close.
I like how you just took that original quote and just made it your own.
Just like brought it together,
Yeah, no.
It's like a sample, like how Kanye does his shit or like rappers do this shit. It's a sample.
Nice.
Fire.
Good. David, where can they find you?
You can find me here at David Angelo 223.
The other side. The other side.
Here, David
You
Angelo.
pointed to the same spot.
All right. You can find me wherever what you see on the screen at David Angelo 223. I made sure to write it down so like I can remember it because I usually never remember it. You can slide into Snapchat at the boy _ 237. Don't have an OnlyFans. I don't. Yo, did you see that? Do you think the podcast is males OnlyFans?
What?
Podcasts are males OnlyFans. What do you think of that?
Podcast.
Males versions of OnlyFans.
That's pretty good.
I saw that the other day. I was like, it's kind of interesting way of thinking about it, but I guess in a way. We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
off about women and stuff. Slide into the DMs of this podcast, the Anything Goes podcast. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. We're gonna stick to being weekly again, hopefully. Let's hope depression doesn't come back in. Stay strong. Talk to your friends. Check in with your friends.
And you can find me at Fredo _ Medina 29 on Instagram. I didn't get the memo. I didn't know that we were gonna put that in our
No,
our
I
names.
can tell Big Daddy. I
Yeah,
can
in the corner there. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram. You can also follow the Anything Goes podcast on Instagram. You could also find the Anything Goes podcast on all your favorite streaming platforms, including YouTube. So if you go to our Instagram, tap on the link tree. The link tree will take you to anywhere that we are. So follow us on everything. Listen to us on everything. Watch us on everything. Like he said, we're gonna be back with more episodes more frequently. So stay tuned. Keep us in your thoughts. Keep us in your prayers. Don't forget to water your plants.
Hey, yo.
Listen to your horoscope. Follow it. And yeah, I'll have a full report of Euphoria on the next episode.
Speaking of relationships, look at this charger. My charger is hanging on by a thread. This is the greatest relationship of my life.
I think that signifies your mental health. And we will catch you on the next one.